Hello guys, welcome to Biology and Chemistry channel. Here there are a lot of issues concerned with the field of biology and chemistry. For the science discipline, I don't know how to easily tell you science skills to dive in when you are beginning the course, but you are in the right place from where you start. But the science process is not difficult. Since there are a lot of issues there, science fields are helpful to each other, and any conclusion that is found can be helpful in upcoming specific experiment. Let's say getting the picture that what you are doing in science is to easily convince yourself that you are getting right expected result in your data. Let's say in biology, it doesn't involve a lot of calculated measurement in performing both an experiment, but it involves most observation. So it is wrong to compare in your experiment rather than use your observation tools in performing your experiment. Physics elaborate more about the physical quantities and biology. So the issue of measurement in biology is important, and it involves few fundamental quantities: temperature, mass, length, and time mostly. The dimension of living things and life is well connected with biology subject. Scientists measure various quantities with standard of measurement, which is termed by SI unit, which help to avoid confusions and able to confirm the results in a different part of the world. Example, instrument which used to measure mass is called triple beam balance. Mass is a quantity of matter contained. The device which scientists use to understand the concept of mass, the SI unit of mass is kilogram. Scientific processes, there are processes that involve basic skills that are useful in scientific studies. In order to understand science, then you have to do with the following skills that are observation, measurement, and experimentation. I don't know the easier way to tell you about doing experiment. In observation, a scientist applies sense organs to observe the phenomena which are taking place. So during experiment, observation is useful in collection of various raw data. Also during various operations, and then concluding by saying the scientific process is done in experimental processes. As biology is a study of living organisms, there are experiences like English, your native language, mathematics in your past classes can be applied in science to exploit more. Let's dive in an issue of doing this issue. These are observation, measurements, and the experimentation. They will be explained in a short way because there is another part which is called the scientific method, which the scientific process step will be well elaborated. Observation. In introduction is using the sense organs. The available means for collection of data, as we human are always sense organ which are eye, nose, mouth, skin, tongue, and eyes. Measurement. In measurement, it requires to use specific instruments and the standard system of measurement used by scientists all over the world. International System of Unit, SI unit. Length. It have SI unit which is meter. Instrument which used to measure length is a ruler or tape measure. Mass. It have SI unit which is kilogram. Instrument which used to measure mass is triple beam balance. Temperature. It have SI unit which is Kelvin. Instrument which uses to measure temperature is thermometer. Time. It have SI unit which is second. Instrument which uses to measure time is stopwatch. In this way, these fundamental quantities are simple and clear, but we can't go further without doing some calculation, since mathematics is important subject to science subject. For example, when study small object, you need to have knowledge, understanding, and ability to do experiment in a right way. When applying a microscope, then you need to do mathematical calculation to check for the total magnification by the use the lens's numbers. Length. Involve measurement of length. A short tree which is 1.7 meter is having a stem with a diameter of 0.4 meter. What is the length of primary growth of the plant? Here it is in the question. The concept behind it is to find the length and which one is a primary growth and which one is a secondary growth. but the question demands as the primary growth, which is obvious there in the question. Also another concept is in the experiment room. You shall know the concept of primary growth and secondary growth. So the scientist is assessed through knowledge and the ability to prove if it is true by using his scientific knowledge. Temperature involve measurement of degree of hotness or coldness. The body is having a temperature of 36.9 degrees Celsius. Determine this temperature in SI unit. Therefore, the formula of temperature in Kelvin, degrees Celsius plus 273.15 K is equal to 36.9 plus 273.15, and the resulting to 310.05 K. In temperature, there are two scales, degree and Kelvin scales. There are a lot more in temperature discussion. But when we talk about the degree scale, so we will talk more in the upcoming video. Time. The data collected in experiment testing the enzymatic activity when applying the temperature to a sample solution and the other at the room temperature. So the following were the data. Mass. Mass of the tree when computing for the actual mass of it when uprooted is 4 kg and it is dry weight in 2 kg. Then the problem required to compute for the it is mass, actual mass. Then we do this. Actual mass is equal to 4 kg minus 2 kg. Actual mass is equal to 2 kg. The actual mass is determined by finding the differences. So, how can the scientific process become useful? Yes, there are many issues, but let's look a case of a health. It is a case, and this is not a real case, but it is just an imaginary case where a person suffers from fever and a fever body. The body having a temperature of 38.7 degrees Celsius from a thermometer, and the person claim he feel cold. So through scientific process we can determine the problem. So there is a problem is maintenance of the body temperature to the right standard, 60.9 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius. That is through thermometer we were able to diagnose the abnormality of the body temperature. After diagnosis of the problem, there is a right medical procedures continue to treat a victim. In that case of determining the body temperature is the importance of good use of scientific processes to check for the problem and find a solution. And there are a lot of scenarios where a person doesn't know what he or she is suffering from. And there are a lot of scientific processes employed in medics that are for biological importance. This video shows about the scientific process and how it is positive in human development process. So this is a short summary of the video. What is the scientific process? What are the basic skills of scientific process? Short explanation of uses of scientific process. Next video will be about scientific methods that are used in science. Thank you. Guys, support this channel by subscribing to this channel and give it a thumb up. Thank you for watching. See you next time.